Hello friends, welcome to the world of business studies. In the last 28 discussions, we have covered chapter number 1, that is nature and significance of management, chapter number 2, that is principle of management, chapter number 3, business environment, chapter number 4, planning, and chapter number 5, organizing of NCERT. Now, in this discussion, I'll be continuing with chapter number 6 of NCERT, that is staffing, in which we have covered topics like staffing, importance of staffing, human resource management meaning, evolutions of human resource management, staffing process, recruitment, sources of recruitment, internal sources, external sources, selection and selection process. Now, in this discussion, I'll be covering the topics like importance test used for selection of employees and training and development. Moving to the first slide, that is important test used for the selection of employees. This is the topic which we have taken it from the previous one where the selection text was there. Now, what are the basic functions of selection test is going to be discussed in this lecture. These are the few things, that is the basic characteristics of important selection of employees. First one is intelligence test, second is aptitude test, third personality test, fourth trade test, and the last one is interest test. Now, I'll be explaining you all these tests one by one in detail. These tests are being taken so that we select the best employee and the suitable employee for the organization. Now, what is intelligence test? These tests are conducted to judge the mental capacity or intelligence, sensory capacity, which is also known as vision and hearing, mechanical and clerical abilities for the candidates. Test of verbal and numerical ability with questions on vocabulary, similarities, opposites, arithmetical calculations, etc. are referred to as intelligence test. A questionnaire to test capabilities of an individual is prepared with objective types like English or Hindi, or questions evaluated through computers. Their knowledge and proficiency in language English, Hindi, or it may be in other languages can be also tested through ability test. People who score highest on these tests have the ability to absorb, interpret, and analyze the business information quickly and perform well at work. These tests are conducted individually for each job activity. Here, intelligent test we mean by for any test you have something like written test where aptitude test is being taken. Here, the aptitude test can also be known as intelligence test, where the various questions of mathematics, sometimes you can say that reasoning, general knowledge, English tests have been taken. These tests are being taken so that one can evaluate that how people think or how he can interpret the following decisions or problems of the organization. What would be his reaction? In this intelligence test, we check the IQ of that particular person so that it becomes quite easy for the organizations to select the employee. Now, moving to the next one, that is aptitude test. These are the various different tools used for aptitude test, like verbal reasoning, numerical reasoning, abstract reasoning, special reasoning, mechanical reasoning, fault diagnosis, data checking. These are the following sub-points which are being included in aptitude test. Here, taking test in reasoning is very important, that how that person reacts for that particular questions or what are his interpretation for that questions. Now, these tests judge the aptitude of a person to accept future jobs. They explore a person's potential to perform present and potential organization tasks. Aptitude tests can be measured specific abilities or aptitudes. For example, spectacle ability, manual ability, numerical ability, and verbal ability are and are used to judge the person's potential. Every individual differs in his ability to perform organization's tasks, and therefore these tests are enable the managers to know the skill and competence of the candidate to work on the job. For example, I'll tell you a question in a verbal reasoning can be solved in various methods. Here, the employee checks what are his how does the person has attitude towards solving that particular question, and he checks whether that person is competent for the organization, and so if he is competent he has been selected or else it is being rejected. Now moving to the next type of test, that is personality test. Personality test refers to a person's emotional stability. Personality test judge potential, a person's trait of a person, their feelings, thought about work, risk taking, confidence, etc., and test his ability to perform the job. Personality test assumes direct relationship between one or more of the personality factors and the ability of a person to do certain jobs. After assessing personality of a person, his personality profile is compared with the standard profile relevant for the job. The person who suits best the standard profile is selected for the job. Though personality test and intelligence are closely related and even tend to overlap each other, intelligence is one of the personality traits of an individual. Personality is different from intelligence. Personality is a part of us that distinguish and concerned with more with our emotional side and how it is reflected in our behavior. By contrast, intelligence is concerned with the cognitive or thinking side of us. It is very important for the organization to take a personality test, like if we are going to recruit, for an example I'm giving you HR for the particular organization. It is very important that the person's emotions, or he should not be very emotional for anything else he won't be able to take the correct decisions, and he would always be influenced by the emotions of others, or being fooled by the emotions of others. So for an HR it is very important that his emotions should be well balanced. Now the next test, that is trade test. Trade tests are designed to measure the skills already acquired by an individual. They measure the level of knowledge and proficiency in the area of profession or technical training. Now the next test, that is interest test. Interest test is identified the area in which a candidate has a special concern, fascination, involvement, etc. These tests suggest the nature of job liked by the candidate, which may bring him job satisfaction. These were the all importance about the important tools used for the selection of employees. Now moving to the next topic, that is training and development. What is the basic definition of training and development? Training and development is any attempt to improve current or future employee performance by increasing an employee's ability to perform through learning, usually by changing the employee's attitude or increasing his or her skills and knowledge. Now, training and development consist of various subcategories that are types of behavior, team building, study of behavior, product branding, soft skills, and personality development. These are the basic characteristics in which training and development take place. Now, what is training and development? Training improves the skills of a person on the job. It improves performance of employee on the current job. It is given to managers and non-managers, new and old employees. It increases human and conceptual skills of manager and technical skills of non-managers. It is necessary for new employees to make them aware of the job they have to perform and the old employees to update their knowledge about the changes in the job requirements, technology, and structure. Training is planned effort to fascinate or facilitate employee learning of job-related behavior in order to improve the employee performance. The need for training arises from the employee are not fully aware of the technicalities of their job and have to be imparted the knowledge and the skills to perform them. This is done by carrying out a need analysis. Now, according to Kent, need analysis is an assessment of an organization's training need that is development by considering overall organizational requirements, tasks associated with the jobs for which training is needed, and the degree to which individuals are able to perform those tasks effectively. It thus identifies the job requirements, training needs, and standard against which performance of employee is measured. Now, I think by this you have been understand the meaning of training and development. These were the all things that we need to discuss in this discussion. In the next discussion, we'll continue our discussion on topic training and development, training, development and education, methods of training. Let us know your doubt or any specific query below in the comment section. Subscribe us and ring the bell button so that you won't miss any important updates. Till then, enjoy studying business studies.